Hello friends, it's early morning now and there are 2 days left until summer, southern summer. Yes, so today is the 20th, what is it? The 28th of November. And I still decided, despite the changing weather, despite the accumulated fatigue, to walk across the glacier on foot, so to speak, because this is the coolest tour you can take on the biggest glacier. Well, if you're going to do something, do it right. So let's do everything today and then we'll rest. We're going down. This one's mine. Number 3. After that, we have to cross the lake, park somewhere on the other shore. They'll give us crampons and then we'll head out onto the ice. They said that your legs and butt need to be in great physical shape. I even signed something somewhere, promising with my word and taking full responsibility. There were, let's say, quite a lot of people. The rental boots, of course, leave much to be desired. Well, all right.
Y antes que puedan salir a la cubierta superior, les voy a dar unas recomendaciones que tienen que ver con la seguridad del barco.
They allowed us to go outside. Yes. Gorgeous. So we've landed. Full ahead. Spanish to the left, English to the right. This is my crew. English-speaking people. So, 60 years ago, a glacier covered all of this. You can see where there's no soil at all. This whole line, a lot of this glacier has melted recently. But deeper in the mountains, there's none of that. There are no losses. As you can see, rounded boulders are in the minority. They are there, yes, but very few. Mostly they are a bit broken up. Just smoothed out. Pieces of rock that undoubtedly fall out of the uniform gray material that surrounds them and is destroyed by water. Very interesting. Here we are at the lookout point. The glacier is constantly breaking apart. Huge chunks are breaking off. We were lucky to see some of them. Okay, I found out everything. So listen guys, this dust, it's lighter than water. If you pour it into a glass, it will float. That's what ice does to this bedrock. It just grinds it into powder. Water erodes it. We saw that all the streams are in canyons. And the glacier in turn grinds it up, so it's quite soft. And all these boulders, he says, came from the mountain peaks. From those over there, which are 20 kilometers away. And that there are some other types of rocks over there. But he couldn't even name this bedrock for me. But we'll definitely find out. And he says that yes, there are fossils here. There are quite a lot of them in the layers somewhere, so that's how it is. Friends, I just missed a moment. A giant chunk the size of a bus broke off. It fell. There was an incredible splash, a crash. Sorry, I didn't catch it in time. And after that, this brand new iceberg surfaced. Yes, it's the size of an Icarus bus. Over there, it's still going on. Look, water is coming out. Where? See? From under the ice. There's still a lot of activity all over the glacier. And of course, it's collapsing with incredible speed and force. And meanwhile, we're getting closer. Well, this is definitely the safest piece. No cracks. The most thoroughly tested one. Well, that's good. Really? Oh, that's interesting. It's like iron is seeping out. Judging by the colors, well, its source is unclear. How old is this fungus? Tatiana, could you tell us, please? I know, among us... Oh, look, here they are, the little stones. Here they are, the little stones, sealed in the mass. This is what I wanted to see. Now we'll keep searching. I'm really interested in the origin of these layers. It looks as if it was printed with a 3D printer. All right, I fell a bit behind. Let's catch up. All right, this is the last shelter. And my backpack is full of water, but the guys say that all the water on the glacier is drinkable, so I'm confidently leaving it here. All right, we've reached the last cabins, and we need to put on crampons and helmets. Of course, we need to change our boots, but...
Okay,
Wait, this feels extremely unusual, but I feel quite confident. All right, and here's the path to the glacier. It starts here. Yeah, there's also a small shelter over there. Gracias. Yeah. Yeah, what a place. We're only about 180 meters above sea level here. And that's why life is thriving here. Right where there's no ice, you'll find animals. Hares, coyotes, foxes. There's all kinds of creatures here. Birds, bumblebees. The vegetation is very lush. And here, guys, for as many years as our planet has existed, no one knows exactly, nothing here has been touched at all. And that's truly amazing. The speed of this glacier is 2 meters per day, which means 700 meters per year and about 700 kilometers in 1,000 years. And this ice has been studied going back 800,000 years. All the annual average temperatures have been recorded and preserved. And right now, we are at the peak of another warming cycle, which happens about every 50,000 years. Something like that. You want to believe this data? It's gotten noticeably colder, I have to say. If over there, on that side, my car was showing 13 degrees, well, now it's definitely not 13 anymore. So it was absolutely the right decision for me to stop by the rental place, get full gear, and I recommend you do the same. Right. Well, anyway, our group is heading out right along this gangway. Right here. Okay, I'm stepping in. Onto the glacier, a solemn moment. Da-dam, da-da-dam. Ah, yes. Ah. By the way, the grip is excellent. There are the rocks. Действительно. Indeed, the ice is dragging them. So there you go. We just had a thorough briefing. Step by step, covering every point. Basically, you have to be extremely careful, step cautiously, grip with your crampons as hard as you can. But the most important thing is gloves. Because all of this, he said, is like broken glass. If you slip and fall, you can get seriously cut. So yeah, stair step up, go down with your feet parallel, and no filming on the go. All right, another instruction. I can't hear very well. But honestly, I can't manage to film while on the move yet. It's too nerve-wracking. That's why we keep stopping. So we've walked about 500 meters. The mud still hasn't ended, and I'm looking for a puddle to drink from. Well, for now that's not possible. Now here comes the real beauty. As you can see, the sky is completely covered with clouds. But nevertheless, it doesn't stop the eyes from glowing an incredibly vivid blue. It's just, I would say, indecently blue. I'll try to catch it. So I think, judging by the tracks, I'm starting to realize that this might be the end. Here we are. And here it is. Just to take some photos, that's all. We probably won't go any further. There are no tracks. At all. Alright, that's it. Stop panicking. So, now we'll go a bit down and then we'll take another trail further over there. And about drinking water, he says, just take it, but don't take the yellow ice. Just crush the non-yellow one with your boot. It is good. Thank you. Yummy. As they say, a pig will always find a puddle, right? Looks like I found mine too. My first little puddle. Oops. Okay, careful. Where is it? Here. Here. So you can't see the water, it's absolutely clear, but... Ah, delicious. It's ice cold. The sun peeked out just a little, and now the sky is starting to break open and it's becoming really beautiful. Let's wait a bit more. I think the sun will come out soon. But guys, I hope this camera can catch that indigo color. Though it's unlikely, of course, no. Only with your eyes can you really see how much it shines. We're heading there now, to the rocks. Right up to the rocks. The real rocks themselves. Wow, those heights are insane. Something like 174 meters. I think they told us that this edge rises above the water level. Here it is, the valley. Not a tree valley. And here the guys are making new routes. Here, apparently. We won't take them for now. Da-dum, da-dum. Yeah, it's all very solid. No way. It won't budge. You can only chip at it with crampons. The temperature here today is around +8. This is what it all looks like, and the water goes far away.
How deep is this? I don't know, to be maybe 15 meters?
15 meters, it's narrowing. But this goes on for many kilometers, maybe into a glacier.
Wow, exciting.
Okay, and the good news is we're moving on over another pass. That means we have no idea what awaits us there. It's all about the passes. But I hope there will be a bigger puddle for me, because it dries you out a lot. Oh, and also guys, all of this, it's not dirt, it's minerals. You can safely eat them. This one here is a bit chipped, of course, madam. Wow.
It's very beautiful.
Yes, and here's the bluest ice. Indecently blue, I would say. We learned this yesterday at an amazing museum because the ice filters the sunlight and it leaves only shades of blue. A very rare color in nature, by the way. Truly blue. Although it's unclear, the sky, well, there are rumors that in the 18th century there was no blue yet. I don't know, it sounds like nonsense. Wow. All right, well, we'll get through just fine. Wonderful. Panorama. Glacier. And this group will leave half an hour after us. All right. Coming. Damn, we can't rush. It's also really slippery here, like an ice rink. If the crampons don't grip, everything could go wrong. The saddest part is you might bring others from the group down with you, which is something nobody wants. That's why we'll be extremely careful, so as not to spoil this wonderful journey. Oh, ganda baduba. Very exciting. Thank you. Yeah, well, it's pure snow, compressed.
7 meters.
7 meters, basically. That's how deep this hole is. So, well, they told us that there will be one more stop, and at this stop, well, we're all heading back. Obviously, this isn't some major trek because it's insanely dangerous there, actually. Everything here is barely holding together. A piece could break off at any moment, but it just happens very rarely here. Mostly, of course, it's along the edge, but still, there are these cracks and all that. It's everywhere, so actually that's more than enough. So for example, here's a crack right next to the trail, and well, this one is small, but there are big ones here too. When you fall into them, they narrow at the end and trap you, break your ribs, and you get stuck. In short, it's nothing but trouble, so you have to be extremely careful. The end. Programs. Close. And meanwhile, the guys are reinforcing the safety lines for us. Because it seems to me that, damn, every day we have to move these poles, stick them in nearby because they loosen up, of course, and the ice around them starts melting. And that's why they have quite a lot of work here to keep these routes in excellent condition. Here it is, the bluest color in the world. Well, probably the last view. Wow. No, really, this is amazing. Guys, thank you to all the subscribers of the Proto Civilization channel for making it possible for me to be in places like this. Nothing compares to this. This is the coolest thing that can happen in life. Travel, travel, and travel. Well, of course, the coolest thing about all of this is taking off the crampons at the end. It feels like I'm about to take off. We're heading back. The sun never came out even once. Guys, the sun is just starting to peek out. Just a little, just a bit. It's lighting up the places where we were just walking. Over there, yeah, like a spot. The sunlight is falling down there. Yeah, and I wanted to show you. There is an eternal observer of the glacier here. I came across him. Look, what a cool little guy. Hello? I understand you. Yeah, it's very beautiful. So, I dropped back a bit to take a look at the rocks because I see here there are cavities lined up, but inside there's nothing, just moss. Yeah. But the cavities separate one layer from another. Even though it's not as noticeable, the same thing is happening here. Yeah, well, and of course there aren't any boulders sticking out of this cement either. Here, I found this inclusion so you can look at it, and the sun is shining just right. It's beautiful. Yeah, that's what it looks like. I mean, it's really some kind of foreign stuff. And most likely it contains iron. It would be nice to find a small piece. And then we'll be able to know for sure. Oh! Hornet. A hornet stung me, guys. Right on the head. And the sun came out for us. Finally, and by the way, here I am. And basically that's how I imagined an old forest. Huge trees lying here, twisted like a ram's horn. Maybe they died of old age. Somewhere among the bushes, some of them are still standing. I don't see anything like this in the forests of central Russia at all, but look at this. It's like a sculpture, actually, not bad. Why don't the forests in Russia look like this? Write in the comments. I'm really curious, where are all these old dead trees among the new, young, and different ones? Wow, that's really twisted. Come on. The Argentinians really did a great job. Everything is done so well and with such quality. Yes, it's expensive, but you can really see the love and care in everything. I haven't seen this anywhere else yet. All right, and we still have to go over the next pass. So there's something I've been thinking about and I can't figure it out. Maybe you can help me somehow. So yesterday at the museum we saw a chart that claims the glacier has been traced back 800,000 years. Yeah, but glaciers move everywhere, like at an incredible speed. I'm even afraid to imagine how many kilometers in 800,000 years. 7 times 8, 56, well, that's something like 56,000 kilometers, like that's how far it traveled in that time. So the mass of ice, right? So there must be some stable zones, if I understand correctly, where the ice doesn't move and has been lying in the same place for 800,000 years. That's kind of a confusing point. So in this place there could be fragments of the ice dome, I don't know. The question is, why doesn't this ice move while all the rest does? Write in the comments. See you soon. We have some time while our ship moves along to take a look at this rock cross section. What kind of rock it is, we still don't know. But something tells me that this is some kind of stuff, really layered. Junk, in the sense that it's not basalt, of course, not granite, it's not something fundamental. So it's absolutely layered with only traces of fungus. Yes, after all, I come to the conclusion that there are some inclusions in it, but they are not widespread. They occur occasionally. Look how interesting. It broke at different angles. Maybe this happens because of the pressure of the ice, and here it's all crumbling. Look at how thin the layers are. I don't think I've ever seen anything weirder, my friends. Yeah, you can see the rainbow shimmer, this magical rainbow stuff leaked out from an inclusion in the rock. What could this be? Write your thoughts in the comments. After all, there are plenty of inclusions here, and here they are, here they are. They all ooze out with a rainbow sheen. Over there, there's a tiny rectangular shaped hole. And something like this is flowing out of it. Yeah, interesting. Basically, I'll say this. It all used to be liquid before, or rather plastic. It was really very plastic, and some intense process was happening here. Crushing, tying into a knot, basically everything you can imagine. As you can imagine.